During the war, Zhukov enjoyed Stalin's respect. He held nearly 120 meetings with the Soviet leader. Some say that the marshal mastered the skill of interpreting Stalin's mood by the manner in which the latter smoked his pipe. This allowed him to behave appropriately when talking to the Soviet leader. Zhukov's role became even more important near the end of the war. Taking Berlin and accepting the act of unconditional surrender of Germany was a moment of utmost glory for the Soviet marshal. He took command of the Soviet occupation zone in Germany and was granted the honor of leading the victory parade in Moscow. Soon enough, Zhukov's fame would become a source of problems for him. Stalin feared that the marshal's popularity in the military circle might eventually make him a political threat. For this reason, Zhukov was restationed far away from Moscow to a relatively insignificant military district in Odessa. Formed NKVD chief Lavrentiy Beria also feared Zhukov, and more specifically, the possibility of the Soviet army taking his side when faced with a critical choice. He attempted to discredit the marshal. In 1948, he ordered a full search of Zhukov's apartment, in which large quantities of goods smuggled by Zhukov out of the Soviet occupation zone were found. The marshal had to apologize publicly for his misdemeanor, but Stalin didn't pursue any further, more severe punishment. After Stalin's death in 1953, Zhukov held a variety of state functions as a head of the Ministry of Defense and being a member of the Central Committee of the Communist Party. Ever since the war ended, the Soviet marshal maintained friendly relations with Dwight Eisenhower, who was elected the President of the United States in the post-war years. In later years, Zhukov's health deteriorated. He suffered a variety of illnesses and went through a few heart attacks. He died in 1974, and his ashes were deposited by the Kremlin's walls in the Red Square. Gradually, a cult following grew around Zhukov. To this day, Russian people honor the late marshal, seeing him as the architect of the Soviet success in the fight against Germany during the Second World War.